Alright, what's going on, guys? I am bringing you today a little bit of Black Ops 3 information combined with a little bit of an experiment slash, I guess, showcase of why dashing is bad for Call of Duty. So, first let me talk about the Black Ops 3 information. Basically, two things I want to share. One is a tweet that was sent out from Treyarch, and there was a little bit of a, not controversy, but, you know, something happened with the tweet. So basically, Treyarch Studios, the official Twitter for Treyarch tweets, remember all the good times you had with Black Ops 2? We're planning more of those with Black Ops 3. The party starts on April 26th. Steve at DTanny1 replies to it and says, "Keep our feet on the ground, and if so, my money is waiting for you guys. Looking forward to a cool shooter for Xbox One." Now, the relevance of this tweet is Treyarch actually favorited this tweet when they received it, and after a lot of people made like some hype about it, they unfavorited it. So if you went and look now, it's not going to be favored anymore. But basically, you know, Treyarch receives thousands of tweets every day. They don't have that many favorites. They don't favorite just every tweet that comes with them. They pick their tweets to favorite specifically, and they chose this one, which makes me leads me to believe a little bit that they're agreeing with this guy, that they're not going to be, you know, boost jumping around the map and stuff, because that's kind of the direction that people are heading right now, is that there's not going to be actual boost jumping and exosuits like there is in Advanced Warfare, but there is going to be dashing and possibly wall running even, people were saying. So the source for this is an unconfirmed source, but these people say it's a reliable source. But basically what they're saying is there's going to be a RoboCop theme with robotics, no vertical boost jumps, and dash and slide abilities using thrusters. And that last part, it kind of matches up with the soldier that you're seeing. It doesn't look like he has an exosuit or anything like that, but I can see maybe some thrusters. He does look like he has some extra equipment on his back or whatever, so maybe those are the thrusters, so that does kind of match up. They're not leaking their source, but they're saying it is a reliable source, so who knows if that's true or not. I'm kind of leaning towards yes. That seems like it makes a lot of sense from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. It just kind of all matches up. So that's just the info I had on Black Ops 3 early or whatever. So anyways, now the part I really wanted to address. I was thinking about making this into two vids, but I figured I'd just combine it, it'd be easier. So anyways, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you some clips, and I'm going to talk over them and explain what you're going to be looking at. But basically, I'm showing you why dashing is bad for Call of Duty, and I'm going to explain it to you. So the first clip you're going to watch is going to be just normal Call of Duty movement. It's going to be in regular speed. It's going to be me on Solar, just bottom glass, just going across the map in both directions, just like, you know, a normal Call of Duty would play out. Now, the second part of the clip you're going to watch is me doing it in a slowed down version. And what I want you to notice in this is the camera angle. So, the player at the top, he is going to see the player at the bottom first. It's going to be a very small difference on the normal movement. You won't be able to notice it on the regular speed. Even on the slowed down speed, it's very hard to catch because it's very, very small. But the player on the top will see the bottom player first, and I took screenshots of it to confirm, just because it's hard to tell when it's moving. But now I'm going to put the two screenshots on the screen of how the player can actually see him first, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So in this first pic, you see the guy on the top, he sees about 3/4 of the bottom player's body, and if you look at the bottom screen, the guy on the bottom can barely see like his foot. Just like an inch of his fucking toes sticking out. So that is what I'm referring to when I'm talking about broken camera angles in Call of Duty. Now, it's not really that bad. This is maybe like a millisecond of a difference, but in a reaction time shooter like Call of Duty where you die so quickly, it does make a difference. But this is something that's been in every single Call of Duty for the last, you know, however long. Now, the problem is that dashing creates a bigger difference. So I'll show you the screenshot from the other direction. It's not as noticeable from the other direction, but it's still there. The player on the top does see a little bit of the bottom player before the bottom player can see the top player. Now, I'm going to show you the same exact scenario, just the only difference is I'm going to be dashing across the screen instead of just moving like a normal Call of Duty. So you see me dash both ways, and you don't notice anything on the regular speed. Even on the extremely slowed down speed, you can see it if you really look for it, but it's still very difficult to see, and it's not something you'll really just pick up, just randomly look. If I wasn't telling you right now to look for it, you probably wouldn't pick it up. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the screenshots on the screen once again of what I'm talking about, and it'll be pretty clear what the issue is with dashing. So, this first screenshot, it's the exact same scenario. I paused it right when basically I could see the entire enemy. So you can see at the top, it's much more drastic than a regular camera angle. Now also another thing, I don't know if this is caused by camera angles or lag compensation, whatever the issue is. I believe this happens even on LAN, so it probably isn't lag. Pretty sure it's the camera angles is what messes it up. But anyways, as you can see from this, it's very clear. The top player has almost, I would say almost a full second advantage on the bottom player, simply because he dashed. You know, he gets to see that player before that player even can see any of him. You can see on the bottom pick, but you can barely see like maybe his little toe sticking out. Is it maybe that's his elbow there? You can barely see anything. Whereas on the top screen, he's seeing his full body. He's seeing space to the left, space to the right. It's very clear what's going on. Now, even on the other direction, it's the same exact scenario. The player on the top can see the bottom player's full body, and the bottom player cannot even see a toe or anything on the second pick. So that's my problem with dashing. It adds extra camera angle fucking, I guess is the way I'll describe it for lack of a more professional term. Now, the last picture I'm going to put on the screen is a comparison of both at the same time. And you can just see the difference is tremendous. The dashing movement adds a lot of camera angle variety. I don't even know how to explain it. You guys can see what I'm fucking talking about, man. I'm probably not explaining this in the best way, but hopefully I'm getting my point across to you that basically dashing, it's not good for Call of Duty. It creates randomness, it reduces skill gap, it just, obviously the reasons I've listed in the video, and it's just, unless they can make it to where it's no worse than regular movement, which I don't think they'll be able to, it's just, that's not the way it's going to work out. I think it's going to be very similar to how dashing is in Advanced Warfare. And it reduces skill gap because it gives an unfair advantage to the player that's dashing that really I don't think they'll be able to fix. So anyways, that's my problem with dashing. That's why I don't want dashing to come back. I don't want boosting to come back. I don't want boost jumping to come back, double jumping. I don't want none of this exo movement that's in Advanced Warfare, except for maybe sliding. I mean, I guess that's okay. It doesn't really cause too many problems. I don't really care. I don't slide that much. Like, think about Ghost. Like, how many times I slid in Ghost? Like, barely ever. In this game, you know, you do it a lot just because you want to get places. But, I mean, sliding, it's whatever. They can bring it back if they want. It's just, like, a fun little feature or whatever. But anyways, that's just my thoughts on it. That's my explanation why. Hopefully it all makes sense. If you guys have, like, an actual scientific, detailed, technical, whatever explanation for why this happens, let me know down in the comments section down below. But I'm pretty sure it just has to do with camera angles. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.